Are you a Maverick fan again?
I'm back on the board.
Oh Lord, back to watching on the
Luka was
Mavs.
my favorite player, and I was a big-time Dallas Mavericks team, and I believed in that roster, and I still hate Nico Harrison to death. But I've been watching Cooper Flagg since high school, watched him at Duke, watched him on the USA Select team when he was tearing it up as a teenager against, teammate Anthony Davis and going against LeBron and those guys and making it look easy. And a lot of people say that this is 100% that it's rigged, that the NBA ratings were struggling, and that so the commissioner put in that phone call that said we need one of the league's biggest stars to move to LA with LeBron, and that'll be a huge jump in the storyline, huge jump in the ratings. And then if you do this, we'll give you the number one pick because everyone knows generational talent. There hasn't been some people say as big of a or not high school, but a big of a prospect since LeBron James. They say he's a bigger prospect than Zion Williamson was coming out of Duke, maybe even Kyrie coming out of Duke.
For real? Bigger than Zion?
Yeah, they said he's maybe the biggest prospect since LeBron James.
Oh Lord!
So it's crazy now that Dallas went from their franchise player being one Euro white player to another Euro white player. Now they've gone American. They said that Trump's tariffs finally worked, and they turned to Dallas Mavericks,
Oh Lord!
a franchise player, and into an American.
And I mean, we got a video right here, basically Cooper Flagg and how the draft went. Man, I can't believe it. They had a 1.8% chance to win. I think this is like the top three luckiest moments
Top
ever.
3, 4, yeah.
Yeah,
Lowest percentage.
Lowest percentage.
But it was the biggest jump in spots. They did a 10 spots
That's crazy.
jump, and that was the biggest in NBA history. But let's see the video.
The second pick will be made by the San Antonio Spurs, and that means that the number one pick in the
Ronaldo
2025 NBA draft
with the
goes
victory.
to the Dallas Mavericks.
Yeah, Cooper Flagg was killing it, shooting drills at the combine. He ain't got that
You're
Bronny
going to
vertical.
a very kind of built team already. That's pretty unusual for what I think being the top pick.
Yeah, I mean, I think for me, I didn't try and think about it too much. I feel like it was kind of out of my control. So I'm just kind of going through the process like everybody else and just trying to enjoy every single moment because we only get to do this once.
He didn't seem too hype.
He definitely didn't seem too hype, but that kind of made me mad because why would you want to go to a bad team? I understand you want to be a star on your team, but don't you want to win a ring? So is it about being a ring or is it about
I think it's a little bit of both. People are saying that this is also like you haven't seen this happen really since like the Spurs got Tim Duncan, that the Spurs were a good team, but they had injuries. So they finished bad and they ended up getting the number one pick. So you add Tim Duncan to a already normally playoff team, and they ended up winning the championship. I think was it Duncan's rookie year or sophomore year, but like right when he came in the league, they won a championship with Duncan because they added him to an already solid team. And I think this could be the same thing with the Mavericks. I don't know if they're going to keep this whole team together. They got a bunch of options with trade pieces, and people thought that they might flip the pick for like Giannis or Kevin Durant, but Dallas has said, put out the word, they are not trading the number one pick. They're going to draft Cooper Flagg and keep him 100%.
Yeah, I mean, this team is going to be crazy. I mean, you got Cooper at the 4, AD at the 5, Kyrie. I mean, Kyrie's injured. He's going to come back, they say around most likely after All-Star game. He may play a couple games. I feel like I know
he'll be back like the last month of the season.
Who do you feel that's not going to be after the All-Star game? Who on the Dallas Maverick team won't be on the team anymore? I feel like I know Gaffer's going to be gone. I know Dinwiddie's going to be gone. They stay trading Dinwiddie.
Yeah, they stay trading Dinwiddie. Yeah, it's crazy that I see a lot of graphics where they put Gafford in the photo, but I think Lively's the better center, and he's actually the starter, Derek Lively.
True.
So, yeah, and Gafford, I think they're not going to want to pay him a bunch of money to be a backup, and they want to save it. So I think Gafford and possibly P.J. Washington or Najee Marshall are possibly gone. Maybe Spencer Dinwiddie or Jaden Hardy also included in that package because they definitely got a bunch of assets now, so they could put some packages together and still keep it. Because, I mean, even if they keep it mainly intact and just get rid of like Gafford, Kyrie at the 1 at the end of the year, Clay at the 2, his normal position. Kyrie at the 1, his normal position. You got Cooper, who's like 6'8" at the 3. You got Anthony Davis, who's 6'11" at the 4, and then Derek Lively, who's 7'1" at center. I mean, that's an absolutely huge team. Clay's like 6'6", and then Kyrie's like 6'3", 6'4". So he's not the biggest, but still with all the other size, they definitely make up for it.
Yeah, that's all of the sides there definitely make up for it. But now it's time to talk about the other people that also win the draft.
Is he starting over PJ Washington?
Who? Cooper?
Yeah.
Yeah. PJ getting traded.
Oh my God. PJ and Gafford getting traded for what? Another point guard? Because they're gonna need a point guard while Kyrie's out.
They definitely gonna need a point guard while Kyrie's out. But they probably gonna keep him on the team for a little bit, because until they get closer to November, December timeframe, and then that's when they probably gonna make that trade. But also other people that won another draft. So you already know Dallas got the number 1 pick.
Spurs got 2.
Spurs got number 2. Now what's good, funny about the Spurs got they had the number 1 pick 2 years ago, and that's when they got Victor. Then they had the top 5, top 10 pick last year. That's when they got Castle, and Castle just won Rookie of the Year. So I mean, the Spurs is doing good. They got Fox. I think Chris Paul retired, so he's not gonna be there.
No, he's not retired.
I thought he retired.
No, he's still gonna be there. I didn't see that he retired.
I could have sworn he retired. Comment down below that Chris Paul retired and he made it official. But I feel like only thing the Spurs really need a draft is now they have the number 2 pick. They need to go power forward because the backup.
Wemby's gonna play center.
Who?
Wemby's gonna play center.
I mean, yeah, and then they have Champagne. You don't want Champagne or what's his name?
Vassell.
Vassell. I don't. Not Vassell. No, Vassell's
Keldon
nice.
Johnson.
No, Saloon. What's his name?
Sohan.
I don't care.
I would get rid of Sohan in a heartbeat.
Exactly, because Sohan. I mean, they need
Keldon Johnson. Trade them.
They need somebody. Oh yeah, then you got Harrison Barnes. I mean, he's old. He be busting, but he old. You gotta do something about the position of power forward.
I think Cooper Flagg is mad because I think he thought the Spurs were gonna get the number 1 pick, and I think that he thought if he went to the Spurs that he's good enough that he would be the best player on the team, even with Wemby there. That he would be the best player and he could kind of take on that role because maybe like he feels like Wemby's more of a 2 than a 1 as far as the best player on the team. But I think with Dallas, with Kyrie and Anthony Davis and him, like he's going to be the 3rd best player on the team. I mean, where he on the Spurs, I think very easily, pretty early, he could show he would be the best player on the team.
On Spurs,
I think he would be better than Wemby.
I don't think he'll be better than Wemby.
Yeah, for
sure.
Wemby's not healthy. Wemby's he's played half a season. He played a half a season his first year, and basically I think a little over half a season his second year. So like he's already like missing a lot.
Yeah, he definitely do be missing a lot. Also, I mean, who also missed a lot? The Utah Jazz and the Wizards. They basically both tanked this year, especially the Wizards. The Wizards won 18 games. Jazz won 17, and they got the 5th and the 6th pick. So I mean, that is funny how you tank and it didn't work out in your favor.
It's hilarious.
It is definitely hilarious. The Sixers did get lucky because remember they were going to lose their pick if they didn't get under 6 to OKC. Yep. They got number 3 pick. They got their whole little situation going on with their team. I'm mad about the Lakers. The Lakers do not have a 1st round draft pick. They have a 2nd round draft pick, but not a 1st round pick. So
they're gonna trade Austin Reeves.
Yeah, they definitely gonna trade Austin Reeves.
Cooper Flagg. Nico, what's up?
Oh Lord!
I heard you wanted another ball handler. We got Austin Reeves.
So you
just gotta give us the number 1 pick.
So do you think this getting the number 1 draft pick did it save Nico's whole situation?
Yes. Because I mean, you got another generational talent in Dallas. I mean, what more do you want?
You got a point.
It's weird how Dallas suddenly finds their way to the top of the draft every time there's a generational white player.
Oh, Lord. You got jokes.
Conspiracies. But comment down below if you think it's a conspiracy that after giving